crunch, bring it back, single leg swing. Let me teach you how to wrestle. Okay. Let me teach you how to wrestle.
Mindset Monday is brought to you by our official sponsors, Eat Clean, bro. Make sure you order today, get them delivered right to your house, check them out, and make sure you put in your discount code MINDSET. All right, Shayne, how's everything going?
Pretty well. Just came off a nice match today. Feeling pretty good.
Let's talk about it.
So I haven't had a chance to watch it back yet, but I felt like I went out there and I competed hard, and I was just true to who I am, and I competed the way that I want to.
Awesome. So, because people don't know who you wrestled today. They won't know what day it is. Go ahead.
Yeah. We wrestled Maryland, and I think my opponent was ranked number 32. And yeah, it was a really fun match.
Awesome. What do you think were some of your most fun matches this year so far, and why?
I really liked the match with Kyle Parko of Iowa. He's been one of my favorite competitors to compete against because he always comes ready to scrap. And so I just love when guys come ready to wrestle because I feel like that's when you get the best of both of them, and it's just the most fun.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I guess, how about the All-Star match? That looked like that was a lot of fun, too. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I know it was a while ago.
Yeah. That was the first match back in over a year. And there was a lot of feelings for me during that, gratitude being number one, just being able to be back out there and do what I love. So yeah, I was really thankful for that opportunity, and I felt like it showed in my performance.
And it looked like it. It looked like you were smiling before the matches. In fact, it looks like you're smiling before a lot of the matches. Is that pre-planned?
Oh yeah. I remind myself to go out there and have fun. I think a lot of times kids can put a lot of pressure on themselves about winning and losing, and making other people proud. But at the end of the day, like, this is your journey and you get to make it what you want. So why not make it fun?
Absolutely. I love seeing the pictures your dad posting. The great Rodney Van Ness. Shout out to Rod's Rhino. Shout out to Immaculata High School. He's doing great things over there. Talk about that, what that means to you, having your family there and being able to come watch you over at Penn State.
Yeah, I mean, it means the world to me. And my parents can't make it to every match, but when they are there, it feels like a little extra special. Just knowing that I know they're always there for me, but seeing them, it gives me a little bit of relief. It takes a little bit of pressure off.
Oh, that's interesting, because a lot of times kids feel like that puts pressure on. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I think when my dad was my coach, I definitely felt a little bit more pressure. But now that he tells me he's my biggest fan. Him and my mom are two of my biggest fans, and just having them there, knowing that they're gonna love me and support me no matter what happens, is a very freeing feeling, and I'm really grateful for them for that.
Awesome. So talk more about that All-Star match there, because that was pretty dominant a win.
Yeah, I think that I was just, again, being myself, and that's what my style of wrestling is I like to go out there and be aggressive, score points, and dominate.
Excellent. Now we got to talk about the Lovett match too. Talk about that and your thoughts for improving and, getting it back after.
Yeah, I just think that I wasn't really myself, and I didn't compete the way that I wanted to in that match. I think I let the nerves get the best of me, and so after that, I worked on just being calm and being relaxed moving forward. And I think that it was a great time and a great lesson to be learned. And I've only grown stronger because of that.
Absolutely. That makes sense. And a lot of times it's good to have those moments. And it sounds funny, but to a lot of wrestlers, it's a blessing in disguise. Like, a lot of times wrestlers don't look at it like that. Like, oh, it's so horrible to, lose or have a bad match. And sometimes that's the best thing for you.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for that is it helped me to put in perspective what was important as far as my preparation and my training. And I did get a little bit high strung and very nitpicky about my preparation, but I realized the important thing is to still be myself and to enjoy the process. And I think I lost that a little bit, trying to be a little bit too perfect instead of just going out there, making mistakes and making up for them with hustle.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, Shayne, too. How do you strike that balance? I know it's never perfect, right? But how do you try to strike that balance between being meticulous and controlling all the little things, and then on game day, just let it rip, right? Because it feels like those are two opposing
Yes.
mindsets.
Very much so. I think just I think it comes down to what I've been saying about being yourself, in that, if I show up every day and be who I am, I'm going to be prepared for whatever comes my way. And trying to control things that are outside of my control um, is not really helpful or beneficial. So just making sure that I focus on me and the things that I have power over is really what kind of helped me there.
All right. And then I think about also in practice, does the mood change as the season goes on, or does it stay pretty stable? Do you feel a sense of a difference in the room as we approach the postseason, or no?
I don't think anything changes for us. We go in every day, and I know that some kids cut a lot of weight, and a lot of times they go in to practice thinking, "Oh, I have to lose this much weight, or I have to do this, or I have to do that." But it's all about getting better at the end of the day, and that's really something that is really special about our room, is we're always just in there trying to improve and get better every day.
Yeah, I mean that must be crazy over there with so many good guys to wrestle with, to roll with, to learn from. Hey, talk about that a little bit. Like, what makes Penn State so different than any other place in the country?
Yeah, I think that we all are trying to help each other and all trying to be the best. So we have this common mindset and the way.
The time is now to take your mindset to the next level with Wrestling Mindset. Make sure you go to our website, wrestlingmindset.com, and sign up for your free trial session today. Don't wait any longer. You want the mental edge right now. When you sign up for the free trial session, you're also going to get a copy of our free ebook, Building the Predator Mindset. This book has helped thousands of people build confidence, relax under pressure, get motivated, and build mental toughness in wrestling, school, and life. Make sure you sign up for your free trial session today.
Was in the other day.
Wait, you cut off where you said, and the way, because we have the same common mindset, and the way
that we go about just being our best selves and trying to get better. We're trying to teach and learn and help each other. I saw Bo Nickel in the other day, and he was showing Luke Lildahl something before our match against Michigan, and then he went out and he hit it in the match. So that, just little things like that, just having older guys with a little bit more experience helping the younger guys, and just the younger guys even helping the older guys. It's just, we're all trying to give to each other.
Yeah, and that's just awesome. And seeing those guys still come back and they still wrestle with them.
Yeah.
Really good. Now, you said something about having a shared common mindset. Now, this is what I've done. When I listen to the Penn State wrestlers in the interviews, I've identified what I think are 4 patterns among all of the guys. Faith, I hear fun, I hear scoring points, be aggressive, and I hear gratitude. Yeah. That sounds like 4 key elements, 4 key common mindsets that I see across the guys. Is that true? And am I missing anything?
Nah, I would agree. I think that's pretty standard for each and every one of us. I know that we don't all have the same faith, but I think the faith in our training and our preparation, our faith in each other, and faith in ourselves, definitely. Everyone has that. I think that everyone wants to go out there, score points, be aggressive, and we like to have fun. It's a fun sport, even though it can be hard and difficult. We try to enjoy it and we smile. And then gratitude is just something that our coaches preach all the time. Being grateful for every opportunity and making whatever you want out of it.
I think a lot of times guys are afraid to have fun or smile before the match because, well, I'm supposed to be serious right now. It looks like I'm not taking it serious. Talk about that a little bit, because you do see Penn State wrestlers, and not just Penn State, but other places. I remember seeing the Japanese smiling before their matches in Worlds or Olympics. Talk about that a little bit, where guys maybe being afraid to have fun before they go out there.
Yeah, I think that if you take it too serious, you tend to get rigid and stiff, and you're not able to let yourself flow. So I always liked Greg, for example. Greg Kirkfleet is our heavyweight. He always makes sure to come over and crack a joke at me or say something to make me smile, just to remind me that it's just a game at the end of the day. I know that it's really important to all of us, but again, it's just a game. It's a sport like any other, and it's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to enjoy it.
Yeah, the big thing I remember years ago now, watching on Flow Wrestling, Ed Ruth, he was bouncing around a beach ball before his first NCAA championship. I don't know if you remember that, but he got major decisioned by Nick Amuchastegui the year before, and he had him in the finals, and this was the first time they were wrestling again. And my brother, Father Greg now, who is wrestling at Rutgers University, Frank Molinaro, former Penn State wrestler, national champ, was his coach. And my brother inquired about that, like, hey, what was going on? And Frank told my brother that he said to Ed before that match, to Ed Ruth, Ed, aren't you nervous before this match? And he said, I'm going to kill this kid. And he's bouncing around the beach ball.
That's funny.
So, but again, that reminds me that telling wrestlers to don't be afraid to smile and laugh and do things. Go out of your way to make yourself smile and laugh. Talk to friends, like you said, your heavyweight does.
Yeah, like if as much as we love this sport, like why would you not want to have fun? Why would you not want to enjoy it? If you love something so much, it should be whatever you want it to be. And for me, that is fun.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now talk about what do you have coming up these next few weeks before, of course, the Big Tens and the Nationals.
Yeah, we have 2 meets next week. On Friday, we wrestle Ohio State away, and then we head right to Illinois. And then we have one more home meet against American coming up.
All right. Any thoughts or feelings towards those upcoming matches?
I try to take it slow day by day. So tomorrow, just about getting better. And then when it comes match day, still just going to focus on getting better.
I love it. I love it. And obviously then that would apply to the Big Tens and the NCAAs. One day at a time. We still have to focus on tomorrow.
Yeah, and I think that wrestling down to weight in a competition, in a match, is the best way to practice getting better at wrestling, because that's what we're ultimately doing every time. So like those opportunities are the best practice that we get. And I think thinking about practice and matches being the same thing makes those big moments not feel as big, because every day you're just in there trying to get better.
Absolutely. What is the ratio you would say of what you do now, drilling to play wrestling to live?
I would say they're probably like a third apiece. I'm not too sure on the specifics. We do a little bit, probably more play wrestling than anything, every day, and then live some days, drilling most days.
One of the things I think about with that is, do you feel like play wrestling helps a lot with conditioning? Because you usually see the Penn State wrestlers really fresh and ready to go. I mean, it's not we talked about this a little bit in the past, I think months ago, but like how it's not all out, but it would look like it's all out if people were watching.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that it's not always play wrestling, but sparring with a purpose, right? So one guy is he's the guy that's going to do his moves and he's going to score, and it's just about the partner being a good partner and giving him a feel. Not being a wet noodle, but also not being trying to shut him down and do too much. So there's a good balance, and we have a lot of great partners that help to achieve that.
Yeah, makes sense. Is there a lot of communicating going on while you're drilling? Like, hey, give me this feel, or show me that, or defend this?
Not communicating in terms of like talking, but definitely like each guy has a different style, and so if you want a different feel, you can go and find a different partner. And I think that's also what makes our room very good, is we have a lot of diversity in terms of styles and move sets, and there is no right way for us. It's whatever way works for you.
Makes sense. All right, I got 2 fun questions for you. First, the shirt, Inspired. Is that a Penn State shirt? It looks like it's white and is not.
No, this is from Walmart. I saw the words, and it's got a flower on it. Just something to brighten my day, and I thought was neat.
Excellent. Yes, I tell people all the time, just doing little things to make you smile and enjoy yourself, it goes a long way.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the last question, are you still earthing and grounding in the cold? I know the last time I saw you were barefoot. Do you still go barefoot sometimes outside, or?
It's been a little cold and snowy. We actually had some hail yesterday, so I haven't had a chance to get my feet down too much. But I do when I can.
Absolutely. Good stuff. Thanks a lot, Shayne. I really appreciate it. Keep up the good work.
No problem. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.